Right, if nothing else, this is what it's all about. Right, okie dokie folks, how's it going? It's Des Catties. I'm with my mate Rob. We are just about to start Hadrian's Wall. 84 miles, Hadrian's Way. So we're all packed up, carrying a bit more kit than we usually carry, and weather's a bit overcast. Certainly a lot cooler up here than it is down our neck of the woods. But anyway, so stay tuned for our trip. Frog on a tame, on Main, on Main. Sounds like back in Kent. Now look how hardcore we are. Look, Rob's running right back now to set his GoPro up. Not his GoPro, his watch. He's timing it. There it is then. Boundless on Solway, 84 miles. Roman baths, you can go and get a bath as well. Oh yeah, we've just stopped off for had a brew, and nice gentleman from the Scran van, so I had a cup of tea and a Star Bar. So we're just having a breather, and then we're going to be heading off sort of up there and around. So yeah, so we're just having a little breather right now. We're starting to come out of the city. The only thing is, because we've obviously started it from Wallsend as opposed to Bowness and Solway, but we're doing it from the other way. So also we're coming through the town. We are now finally starting to leave the town, as it were. Not that far from our campsite, but we're actually making a decision to actually move on. Obviously our biggest concern is obviously water, so we want to make sure that we've got our water bottles full up before we move on. We're not totally sure we want to stay in a bunkhouse or anything like that. We kind of want to just, wild camp if we can, because we've got tents and all that sort of stuff, but we'll play it by ear the closer we get. So yeah, it's going well. The trail so far is very easily waymarked. We've bought a map, we've got guidebooks as well, kind of for more insurance, but as I say, very well signposted. Right folks, that's day one complete. We've done about 16.5 miles. We've actually found a little place to come in tonight, which ain't too bad. So we're just getting some food on, and then I think we'll be getting our heads down for day two. Good morning folks. Day two for me, or day two for me and Rob. Now we've travelled from Wallsend. We've come from sort of like Newcastle side, and we're going from east to west as opposed to the other way that a lot of people do. And I'm going to kind of throw a spanner in the works, because we spoke to a few walkers and that yesterday as well, and there's not a lot of wall this side so far. I'm hoping that the further we get in, I mean, you can probably hear it, there's cars going by. I mean, a lot of the paths go alongside roads. I don't really understand right now what the big hoo-ha is about doing Hadrian's Wall. So I'm hoping it's going to get better, and I'm not, because it's my second day in and blah blah blah, because I'm fine, legs are fine. My shoulders obviously ache a little bit, but other than that, nothing. But I'm really not impressed with it so far. Me and Rob were saying about it yesterday. You might as well be back in your own county, sort of walking along a road, really. I'm hoping that it's going to go deeper into the countryside and we're going to see more, obviously more of the wall. So, sorry about that. So yeah, we've stopped. We've just done just over 3 miles, haven't we? So we're just having a quick breather. A lot of roads, folks. A lot of roads. Yeah, still next to a ficking road though. About bloody time. A bit of nice landscape and scenery now.
Yeah.
This is a bit better, mate, isn't it?
It's only taken a day and a half.
Yeah, it's only taken us a sort of a day and a bit to get to something a bit nice.
Must admit, I didn't think we'd be good.
Right, we stopped off at a coffee house back there, and we were just chatting to the Dorises in now. And we've got to admit, we were getting a little bit disheartened up to this point. Not disheartened, you know what I mean? We're having a laugh, but we're not seeing a lot of Hadrian's wall. There's not really a lot there. There's a lot of YouTube videos that are hiding some crap from you. But talking to the Dorises in the cafe, in the coffee shop, and they're saying that now we're going to start hitting more of Hadrian's wall. We'll see Sycamore Gap tomorrow, she said, didn't she? We'll see Sycamore Gap tomorrow and all that kind of stuff, which is really at the end of the day
what we come here for.
What we've come here for, yeah. So hopefully it better. There's a little bit of drizzle in the air, isn't there, at the moment? Just feel a few little bit of rain droplets. We've been okay with the rain, weather, wet stuff so far, but who knows? So yeah. Wet.
You make a lovely fucking pair of shoes, you can.
Right, this is day 2 for us. We're approximately almost 9.5 miles in. And you know what? It's no word of a lie, but this has got to be the proper first bit of wall we've seen, isn't it? And that is not, we're not exaggerating, folks, when we tell you that. Isn't it?
Yeah, boy.
There's an information board the other end, so we're going to have a gander at that. I'm going to leave the camera running, folks, so you can have a see. But honestly, that is the first freaking bit of wall we've seen. I makes me wonder if this Hadrian fella was a proper conspiracy. Right, here we go. Oh, here it is, Rob. Yeah, look, planet trees. This small section of Hadrian's Wall, about 27 miles, 40 kilometres from the eastern end, reveals an important... Anyway, I won't keep reading it. I'm sure you'll be able to see it. Read it for yourselves.
So, if anybody wants to know what the what 3 words location is, it's timed inflict poet.
Time inflict poet. Oh yeah. Alright folks, how's it going? So it's day 3. Last night we stayed at Green Cart's bunkhouse. We literally found there was a sign on the footpath, so we kind of just deviated off and spent the night here, which weren't too bad. And we were so lucky because we had some rain yesterday, but then it proper held it down in the night, so it was nice just to sort of be out of the rain and everything else. So day 3, not feeling too bad. Rob's just got to top up his water. We're leaving a little bit later than normal. It is 9:23 in the morning, so yeah, a little bit overcast, windy at the moment. We're not forecast rain till later, so hopefully we might miss the wet stuff. And stay tuned, hopefully we'll see a bit more of Hadrian's Wall today. You know what, I ain't gonna lie, but it's like waiting for a Doris. You know, like sometimes when you're waiting to go out, and you're going out for a bit of dinner, maybe going out and meet some friends, and geezer, as a bloke, you're always ready to go, cushy wushy, you know, you slap on whatever and you're done. But for a Doris, it takes forever. And you know what? He's exactly that. He's worse than a Doris. Right, there's Blackheart's turret, another bit of the wall. Oh, it is funny, man, isn't it? It is funny. Oh, folks, it's a bit of a standing joke with us at the moment with this walk. Yeah, I think I'll leave. I think we've been blessed today because there's some more wall. Right, this is Broccolitia, and this is where they used to make broccoli. It's a broccoli factory. So no, we're only joking. We're going to go and have a look at the information board. Look at us, you're getting Alan Wicker A1 tourist information of Hadrian's Wall. That is, you know, fucking priceless, mate, isn't it?
Is anyone else doing it?
It does, doesn't it? At least we're telling the truth. Yeah. Alright, so it's the Temple of Mithras, folks. Mithras. I've heard of that name somewhere.
Short bloke, tall hair.
Yeah. Speaks with a squint, walks with a limp. Mm. Well, this is a soldier's refuge. Grind on, not to be confused with grinder. And it's a little bit more. This is a little bit better. I mean, you can still hear the road. I don't know if you can see the cars in the distance, so. But certainly a little bit more remote than it has been. Bloody hell, it's probably the longest stretch of wall we've seen yet, isn't it? Honestly, folks, hands on heart, this is probably about the longest part of the wall we've seen. Sort of hummingbird moth there. See it flitting above that thistle. You get it, Rob?
I'm taking loads of pictures, but
I'm just seeing if it will. I don't know whether the camera is actually giving it justice, but that's quite nice over there.
Mine won't.
No, it certainly won't on a GoPro either. Craggy Lock. It's quite a steep climb up there actually. But alright, it's nice. Right, if nothing else, this is what it's all about. It's this Sycamore gap bollocks. But see it now, you know what I mean, we can go home. Tree in the middle of a frigging crag. Right, good morning folks, it's Thursday, so it's now day 4 for us. We're hoping to get in we did about 12 miles yesterday. Yesterday was it was probably the hardest day if you like, wasn't it, you know what I mean? But it was sort of kind of up and down, all the rest of it. But hey ho, it was probably the best day we've had, even though we were a bit sort of vexed after yesterday. Found this bunkhouse, stayed there last night, and now we're setting out. It's been quite heavy rain last night, so at least we were in the bunkhouse. And we're about to head up to Hadrian's Wall for our next day of walking and looking at piles of stones. So catch you in a bit. A bit more wall. As you see, pile of bricks. Bit of a crag. Let's get that out of the way because that's obviously, I do apologise folks, but it's obviously raining and that here. You know, I ain't Steven Spielberg. But yeah, the views are pretty poor really today, as I say. It's because of mist and fog. But we're still having a laugh. Rob's up there just taking some pictures. Oh. I mean though, joking aside, right, can you imagine being a bricklayer for Hadrian back in the day? Jesus Christ, imagine being a labourer that had to bring all these up. Some feat, I've got to admit, you know, especially in their old, you think the old Romans in their old armoured dresses and their little sandals and stuff. There's some in it. That is, you know, that is quite a feat really, if I'm honest. You know, I know we're taking the mickey out of it a tiny bit, but anyway, enough of me blagging. I need to keep blowing out my bum. That's pretty, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. It's nice. Really nice. It's really nice, that, isn't it? Nice little river, nice little bridge. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Well, literally as we've come across the railway gate there, look, they've got freshly baked flapjack. There's a water station with a tap. That's lovely, isn't it? First time I've seen that so far. Not to say though that so far, I've got to admit, all the abodes that we've stayed in, the people have been really pucker, haven't they? Been really nice, very friendly. If anything, it's probably just the people from the different countries that are not so friendly, if I'm honest. The tourists, but other than that, it's pretty nice, folks. Yeah, folks, if you didn't know, this is actually a video of Hadrian's Wall, and there's a bit more wall for you. Alright, folks. Yeah, yesterday we did 16 miles. I won't lie, my legs felt, and Rob as well, obviously our legs felt a bit battered yesterday and our feet. Unfortunately, the bunkhouse that we was hoping to get into, there was no vacancy, so we ended up having to come back into town and stay in a guest house last night. So just waiting for Rob, and then we'll be heading out for day 5. I wonder if they were good graffiti artists back in the day. Do you reckon? Oh, good morning, folks. Oh, hang on, the sun's there. Day 6. We're on our last stretch today. We camped out last night. Come to this location, Roman wall lodges. First time the GoPro's run out of battery all week. So I don't know if it picked it up in the last bit of video, but yeah, this is day 6 for us. We've got about 12 miles to the finish, and yeah, not bad. Didn't have a good night's kip, if I'm honest. I was too hot, way too hot. Rob said the same thing as well. He said he couldn't sleep, really broken sleep. But anyway, whatever. It was, you know, I've had a cracking time. The sun is shining ish, you know what I mean. We had rain this morning. We had packed up wet, but anyway, we'll leave it at that, folks. Catch up with you in a bit. So we worked it out. We reckon we've got about, what, 3.5 miles to go to the finish.
About 6k.
About 6k. So yeah, well, our legs are feeling it today. Feet. Is what it is, but whatever. We're nearly there, folks.
It's a piece of equipment, that is.
Yeah. Right folks, we're on our last stretch now towards Bowness on Solway, whatever the hell it's called. So hear my excitement in my voice, can't you?
Don't do it.
Well, we're nearly there folks.
Come on, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank fuck for that.